Let me see. So they might be able to hear us right now. Oh, look at him. Let me see if it can hear us or not.
Hey, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We got you. You got us?
I got you guys. You guys got me.
Perfect.
That's something I think we should do. Insurance.
I got you.
Let's go.
Prime time. Coach Prime. I didn't want to get in trouble. I don't want to be one of those reporters who get hollered at, but I've known you for 29 years. How can I get in trouble? Come on now. Work with me.
The Sponge.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
I can see you, baby.
Well, since we're making this big sunglass hat deal, I'm like, I usually don't do interviews in sunglasses and hats, but since we're making a big deal about it, doing your mama jokes and stuff, I'm like, well, a couple of things. One, I've known the guy for 29 years. And two, unlike a lot of people that are making a big deal, I actually know your mama. I know Connie.
Right. You really do.
I mean, like, and listen, I don't know what that guy's name was on Colorado State, but I guarantee you he has no idea how your mama raised you. He doesn't have a lick of knowledge because your mama was tough. Woo!
All right, come here. Look, Bubba. My secretary. Look at that. That's my sister.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
It's going well.
You know the Sponge.
Yes, I do.
You should. So yeah, she knows the Sponge back from the Power Pig days, North Fort Myers. What she knows.
Sir.
Hey,
That's right.
Out of everybody, by the way, Stephen A. Smith, huge fan. Shannon Sharp, huge fan. Out of everybody that you've done today, Pat McAfee, great guy. None of them can say that, because I know Connie used to sneak into the Power Pig. She used to listen to Power Pig.
Oh, no, she listens to everything and watches everything. You're exactly right.
So anyway, this coach starts throwing jabs, and what he doesn't realize, man, is that he has no idea where you came from. He has no idea your background. He has no idea that when you were a little shorty, nobody went to your ball games. You know, you had to make a name for yourself in high school. Nobody, he has no. He just stepped himself into a hornet's nest and has no idea what he just did.
No. Honestly, I just don't know where he took a left at, because early in the week, we were being complimentary to one another like coaches do. Then all of a sudden, it just took a left. I don't know who got to him, who said, "Hey, man, just disrespect him." I don't know how that transpired. I just wish he hadn't, because at the onset, Bubba, he said, this is great for two African American coaches. This is great for college football. This is great that we get to compete against one another. All of it was good. And how did you take a left after saying all that good stuff? I have no idea.
He like you said, like I watched your stuff, he made it personal. He made it personal. Now we got to put a butt whipping on you that we probably weren't going to have to. I was going to maybe put a third stringer in there in the fourth quarter, but Shador's playing to the last whistle blows, brother.
And you know that. It.
I've known you for a long time. I'm just like, man. The other thing is just, probably because nobody. I think they're 0-2. I don't know. He should have worried about. I think they got beat. I think somebody put 60 or 50 on him last week. But there's only going to be X amount of people that care about him and show up to his deal, unless he takes that shot. He takes that shot, now everybody's talking about it, right? But what he didn't realize is he lit that fire now.
All attention ain't good attention, and we got to learn that all attention ain't good attention. We both know that, because we've been through trials and tribulations that we've had people trying to ostracize us and try to castrate us and get us out of the business. But this is going to be a tremendous and a valuable lesson. I'm happy because my kids now, I'm sorry, they're riding off it. I mean, they pick up on my energy, and they know how I feel about certain things, and they know certain things that may bother me if it bothers them, and they are ready. The morning meeting we had today was epic. It was a great morning meeting. The guys are energized, energetic, and they can't wait to get out there and show their thing.
How's your skag? I was supposed to ask you from Randy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tell him, first of all, much love, hats off. Bubba the Love Sponge comes through once again, like you've been coming through for 100 years.
Remember what, like, I don't know how many years ago you called me up, Sponge. What? I need a dirt bike. What do you need a dirt bike, man? Black guys don't drive dirt bike. No, my kids, my kids. Okay,
and you had one for Shador, and Shador loved it. I mean, it was hooked up.
I know, and then I'm always your connection man. So
now we got to work back on the van. We got to get back on the custom van.
I texted you. I texted you. 9-passenger, brother. A 9-passenger. You want a Chevy or Ford?
Like the one I had. I love. You got to understand, Bubba. We got a big family. I'm always with kids.
Yeah.
With the people. I love vans.
Did you get my text? I got the van deal done.
I got the text that you communicated with the guy. You said nothing about done because see, when you say done is done.
Done is done. It's just a matter. It's a matter of.
When you say done is done.
D. Let me tell you. I got like 100 for 100 ratio. When you used to say Sponge, come on out, 1996. I know you like the Packers, Sponge, but come on out to the crib and whatever. And
the sponge laying heavy then. The sponge is laying heavy.
Oh, I was so heavy I got stuck in the bathtub.
Sponge got stuck in the bathtub.
So listen, I go to Warsaw, Indiana last week. I go over to the plant. They got units. Now, they are worried about this UAW workers strike that's going on, but the guy goes, first of all, he wanted to put you in a white 9-passenger. Hold on, I'm way ahead of you. I go, Steve, white? He goes, yeah, but we can put Buffalo Excellent. Nope, got to be black. He goes, and then he comes with the 7-passenger. I'm like, well, don't they make these in a 9? He goes, yeah, we got a 9. I go, high top, 9-passenger, black with gold accents. And so, I might be the guy that delivers it. I might be the guy.
I want you to be the guy that delivers it.
Well, I'm telling you, I got the rock up in here this weekend.
But you've always delivered.
I have. Thank you. And you know what? For 29 years, since 1994, when you came into my studio promoting It Must Be for the Money, and that we've been friends ever since that. But
I'm gonna tell you this. You did question me, and you had no idea that I'm going to always take care of the Sponge. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Recently.
Yeah. I got up.
You were right. But I took care. What did I say? When you looked and you said, you know what, my bad. I see what you did. I see what you did.
And you said, listen, Sponge, I will never waver on our friendship, and if you say it went down like this or went down like that, and I got your back, and the media tried to get all involved and said all kinds of bunch of junk about saying you had involved just a bunch of stupid stuff.
First of all, I love you. You ain't never got to explain nothing to me because I know you. I know your character. I know how you are under pressure. I know how you are just as a man, as a friend. I know you. So you ain't never. Brett and Favre had the same conversation. Brett, I know you. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. I know you.
Right.
I know who you are. I don't believe. You know how bad I've been done by media or somebody with a pen that don't even know you, don't even did their homework. So I know you. So you ain't never got to explain nothing to me. I know the Sponge. I know the Sponge laying heavy. I know the Sponge laying.
You know the Sponge in trouble. You know the Sponge back on.
I know the Sponge, but one thing, you've always been consistent as a man. You've always looked out for my family. You've always looked out for my kids. You've always been there for us. So
and I know how things work. Miss Connie runs the show. I would walk in and make a beeline right for Miss Connie. Miss Connie, how you doing? I'm doing good. Right. That's my girl right there. Hey, first of all, how did Bossy make the mile? I've been watching.
Bossy did not make the mile.
Oh.
Her back tightened up, and she lost it. And she came to I was in shape on my back. I said, baby, when your back tightens up, that means you're not in shape. That's the first thing that tightens up when you're not in shape, your lower back. No, it's not. I said, baby. What happens? I said, you know what, baby? I'm going to blame it on me. Because when I started having my surgeries, we lost track of our regimen.
Your training.
Training. And because of that, I said, I'm going to take the blame. That's on me. That's on Dad. I got you. That's on me.
And what Bossy say? Cool. Let me get some new eyelashes.
Right. Exactly. Let me get 100. Can I get 100, Daddy?
Can I hold 100? Because I got to tell you, man, a lot of people like Deion. I mean, Deion is made a lot of money in his lifetime. And like Deion said, real estate's been good to him. But Deion's got gator arms when the check comes around for dinner time.
And you know this. And I've been consistently like that.
Deion got gator arms.
My money has these on.
Yeah, exactly.
My money got shades on.
Coach, I got to tell you, just think about this. 3 years ago and 3 months ago, 3 years, 3 months, how life has changed, and you know how spiritual you are and how you never know who's throwing what at you and when you're going to get your opportunity. And I just saw a clip of you talking to the team yesterday. I keep up on all your stuff. By the way, and I've known him the longest. I known him when he was in diapers playing pinball over at your first crib over off of what was that, Plano or something like that.
Right, Plano,
But
right.
Bucky, listen, and I hope he hears this. Bucky Jr. is way more of a difference maker for your program than people can even gather.
Oh, no. He's killing it, man. Like, I mean, just looking at the ESPN yesterday, I'm seeing Well Off Media. I mean, all his clips from Well Off Media. I'm so proud of him, man. And he is a constant professional, loves his brothers. He came to me in the fourth quarter last week. He said, Dad, Shador has 394 yards. Just one more completion, he'll get 400.
I was thinking, hold on, I was thinking the same thing. I really was. I was like, prime time, get him 400 now. Come on.
All right. If he would have told me before, but I had already taken him out. But he came and told me that. But he was looking out for his brother, and I love it.
But people don't realize digital currency is also recruiting too. You can walk into a kid's living room and say, man, go check, Dabo Sweeney's numbers. Go check this. And I'm not saying, listen, I am not saying anything bad. I was just thinking of somebody that's popular.
Right.
But, you guys and the way, and you guys did the same thing at Jackson State. You had just the following. I mean, your brand in itself is recruiting in itself. And I think that's where a lot of coaches don't understand the importance of having a Bucky Jr. or having a guy that documents a coach that's got some charisma. There's other coaches that got charisma and they could do it, but they ain't figured it out like you guys did.
Right. Well, we do a good job of that. We have like 3 different teams. We have Bucky and his staff. We have the school staff and Neely and Darius. We have 2 other guys that are on YouTube as well. So we keep content out, and the young men on their team, they love it. I mean, they love it. The recruits love it. The fan base love it because they always kind of know what's going on.
Anyway, back to my other question before I don't want to get too long-winded, but 3 years and 3 months ago, it was June 14th, 2020. You're still a high school football coach. Shador is at a high school football field in Tampa, Florida, getting a personal instruction lesson from the GOAT, from Tom Brady, and he's going to play for Willie Taggart at Florida Atlantic, right?
Right. And guess who was there?
Me.
The Sponge.
I remember sitting on the bench and just kind of doing a little bit of footage, sneaking a little footage, knowing that, man, I got to get a little footage of this. I mean, this is the GOAT throwing to the GOAT here, because you were taking passes from there. So
right.
I tried to sneak in, and then your guys' cameraman, I go, hey man, can I get up? He goes, yeah, just don't get in anybody's way. And I go, I won't. So I tried to sneak in there and not. But so Shador was going to Florida Atlantic. You weren't even you were just a dad. I mean, you were probably going to come back.
I was just going to be a dad. Yeah,
you're going to be offensive coordinator for Trinity or what the hell it was called. And
I was going to be done. Because when Shador was going to be done in high school, I was going to be done.
Right. And so when did that USF Colorado? When did that call start? Was it just a few weeks right thereafter?
Yeah. One of my guys who's with me on staff now, he's director around here, and he's unbelievable. He's he's the reason we had all those recruits in Jackson, all those recruits here. Coach Ray Fossett, he's my man, my right-hand man. He was with me in Texas and all. He's like, man, you're getting some inquiries about coaching. All right, what you want to do? I say, well, what's up? Tell me what's up.
Right.
And then when we start getting the calls, I say, well, if we're going to do this, we got to prepare. So, Constance Swartz and the staff there, Sam and all those guys, they start putting together the books to prepare me for the interviews, because you got to interview several different times with different people for these college jobs. And it was tremendous. It wasn't and when we do stuff, we commit to excellence. So we had a book on your roster now, what your roster could be, the recruits now, who we know we could get. Everything. We did a whole analysis of your whole program. And when we sent up there and I broke it down and went over and through these books with these colleges, they was like, oh my God, like these guys know what they're talking about, because we weren't just talking football. We were talking business, marketing, recruiting, everything.
And that's what people don't realize. A lot of people probably thought you rolled in with, hey, I'm Deion. I got a gold jacket. I'm on the Aflac commercial. I got a trivia question for you. When you first got your brand new teeth, whose house were you at? Mine, because you couldn't figure out how to do soup. You could sponge. I never cooked. How do you do soup? I can only eat soup because of my teeth.
Never cooked in my life. Never cooked in my life. We used to call it the brand new Cadillac. You got the brand new Cadillac.
Man, your Cadillac is the best Escalade they make. I got to tell you that. Hey, I listen with the NIL deal and all that kind of deal. I was thinking about, of course, I would never have you on weekly as an update or anything like that because you're too busy. I'm just gonna get a hold of Shiloh because listen.
Hey, favorite son. What's going on, baby? It's prime time, son. You know we're getting that work in. 21 days of prime, baby.
Hey, don't laugh, baby. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. You laughing too? So you think that's funny?
Shiloh, he could do a show alone, just breaking the film down as his dad.
Shiloh's hilarious, man. Like Shiloh, it's all my kids they're me at different stages and ages of my life. And Shiloh is consistently hilarious, man. He is unapologetically who he is. Don't take no junk from nobody. He's that dog. Like, he's that dog of the family.
Is Shiloh like Deion first got drafted by the Falcons and got like 7 pounds of gold on?
No, he's not really into stuff like that. He used to be, but now Shiloh's so astute with finance and everything. He's talking about how much he's saving, and he's into stocks, he's into this, he's into real estate. Like, he knows this kind of stuff. He got his LLCs, he writes his cars off, and I'm just proud of the man that he is.
Well, you got to be proud of all of them. Yeah, I mean, even again, and now when we say that Bucky has got a staff, that's saying something now. Bucky's got a staff, people working for him.
Bucky ain't playing. Bucky ain't playing. He's running the tight ship, and he gets so much content out every day. It's ridiculous.
Coach, was when you came to Tampa, and it was between, and I had to ask this question, Colorado, USF. I mean, now that I look back at it, at the facilities, and I see where you live, and I see where your office and the backdrop of your office has the mountains, and it's just so beautiful. And USF has got this, they're working on getting a good facility, but Colorado State was just turnkey. Was USF ever in the running at all, Coach?
Oh, for certain. Oh, definitely. I mean, those guys that came down to meet with us along with Derek Brooks, they did a fantastic job of really highlighting the program, and it was awesome. So most definitely, that was no game. That was real. That was authentic. And the plans that they showed me on what's coming there, it's unbelievable. Like the campus and the new stadium, how that's going to be, it is strictly unbelievable.
So they were. I mean, they were in the money.
Yeah, they were in it. They were definitely in it because of the location as well and the opportunity to recruit. But I also knew that the three big boys in the state, being Florida State, Florida, Miami, they would always use the Power 5 thing against me recruiting and all of that. And it would have been just... Yeah,
but I think you would have had them in a new conference by now. I mean, I think they would have been one of those conference jumpers, having you behind them, I think, Coach, a couple more questions. I didn't know you were this thick, Coach. I've grabbed you a few times. I mean, you're pretty thick and all, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that you're all that. So, I mean, we're about the same age. One day I saw some kids in the weight room. They had 225 on there or some military pressing or something. And after you asked them if they were all done, you went over there and smoked them, did like 14 of them, then put your hat on and left. I didn't know you were like that thick, Coach.
Oh, yeah, I could work. I work. I mean, you got to understand, I've been through so much with my leg and all that. So losing all the weight, gaining it back, then going into another surgeries and losing again and getting my strength back. It's been a challenge, but that particular day I had to show them that I still had it. I remember the day.
What you laying right now, Coach? 205?
I'm probably 198 right now, to be exact.
I ain't that far off.
I'm lean. Yeah, I'm real lean right now.
What was your playing weight?
It was varied. I mean, when I first got in there, 185. The heaviest I ever got was probably 205 playing.
Playing, right?
Yeah, that's the heaviest I ever got. But I got to stay at playing weight because I order all my suits, all my clothes with no belt loops. So like this outfit I have on, no belt loop. So
have you always been like that? You had suspenders back in the day, though.
Yeah, but my waistline had to stay at a certain size because I order suits with no belt loop in the same size. Now, so I can't fluctuate.
Are you getting all your stuff from Straight Hand now?
No. My tailor, Mike, does a great job of outfitting our team. A phenomenal job. But my tailor, I've never cheated on my tailor a day in my life. But we've been together for over 30 years.
Well, hold on. That's the guy I used to do. He used to come when I was trying to beat Deion heavy. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, you was laying heavy, but you was laying good though.
Well, I was so you know how you say sometimes you're so dirty you're clean. I might have been so fat that I was clean. I don't know.
No, you was clean though. Now you was clean and you was big pimping in the suits.
And I had those hats from Cincinnati.
That's right.
Was it
right.
Gus? Is it Gus?
Gus. And what is it? Bat sacks or something like that?
Yeah, bat sacks.
Yeah.
And then it was bespoke
apparel.
Apparel. So he still does your suits.
Yeah, he does. Every suit I've ever had in my life, he's done. I've never had another suit made by anyone else.
Coach, you and Nick, you after the Aflac commercials and stuff, I know that when you were at Jackson State, there was not any bad blood or anything like that, but he's the big dog down there, and the big dog. And like, have you and Nick become friends with the Aflac endorsement?
Oh, that's my guy. I look forward to that every year because I glean from him. I can't wait to get there so I could just ask him question after question after question. We're on a set for 2 days. Half the time we're sitting around waiting for them to set up a shot. And he has so much knowledge. He's forgotten more than I would ever know when it comes to coaching. So he is the magna cum laude. Like Nick, Coach Saban is everything in college football to me as a coach.
Everybody in the entire country, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the 12 and the 2. I mean, oh my, Deion. They are just they're dogs, and the 12 guy is just, and not only are they good, but they're well spoken. I just saw them on national TV. And
great job, man.
You know what people don't realize is you got 5 kids, and not a one of them's a mess up, and everyone has their own way and have done well. And I mean, as good of a coach as you are, probably the foundation of how good of a coach is how good of a father you are. You don't take any junk from any of them, not a one of them.
We pride ourselves on that. Even the staff, assembling the staff. I would not hire a man that's not a good father.
Right.
There's no way I would expect you to treat these kids adequately and personally have a relationship when you don't even have a relationship with your own child. So that's very, very serious to me. So all of our coaches on our staff, the one intangible that we share, they're great fathers.
You did. I saw that you caught a little heat. The media. You're the hottest brand in the world, and I'm just like so honored to be your friend. And to be in your little world, but I saw they were giving you a little bit of tough time because you have no filter and you say it like it is, and it's sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's coaching, sometimes it's about life. And you said, right. I like my defensive linemen to be mama's boys that are just straight dirty dogs, maybe from a broken family, but I mean I like them just to be mean as heck. And I think you caught a little flack for that, but it's true. It's true.
Well, the thing about it, I'm willing to say what they want, and oftentimes when you do the analytics of things, they forget. I played pro football for 14 years. They forget I was on television on the NFL network and so forth for another 15 to 20 years. So there's no way you could tell me I don't know the analytics of what professional teams are looking for.
Right.
What the books say, what they're trying to target, the attributes that they're looking for in these young men. I know what they're looking for. So when I tell you that and you get upset with me, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you the truth. That's what everyone is looking for. I just was bold enough to say it.
Stephen A. Smith yesterday said that he just knows. I can't do my Stephen A. Smith impersonation, but he was like, man, I just know that after prime time puts a whooping on this guy, that he's going to meet him at the 50-yard line with no hat and no glasses, just as an extra,
Most definitely. You know that's going to happen. You know that's gonna happen.
This poor guy, man. This poor guy. Hey, Prime, I know you're so very busy, and I'm just so thankful for you, and I'm thankful for Randy and Skag. Now listen, next time you get on the mower, we got to get a video now.
Yeah, I am. Matter of fact, see, it seems like every time I get ready to cut, miraculously, the company that wasn't cutting to begin with,
right?
Then they cut it,
right? So
yeah, I'm definitely going to send you some footage.
And then I'll talk to you privately about that van. But I wanted to make sure you still wanted it.
Yes.
Okay. Chevy 9-passenger black gold trim.
Whichever one they could get, I love it. I want it.
And he wanted to put the Colorado Buff logo in the seat. Do you want Coach Prime or you want Buff?
I need always put Prime in the seats.
All right, Prime. I might have to actually get a hold of your guy to get that artwork.
Sam got all that.
All right, to get your artwork, give him the approval of some fat guy from Tampa. Hold on.
Well, he know the Sponge.
Is it true that the first time you played poker, leave it to shady ass Tampa? Is it the first time you played poker was in Tampa?
Hey, my guy from Tampa. See, my guy from Tampa, he actually won, man. He won for me. I didn't know what I was doing, and he actually won.
I saw your speech today. You're like, man, I don't know nothing about poker, but I was playing this game up in Tampa, and somebody went all in, and it got me all excited. All in excites me.
Yeah, I love when people go all in. But no, this guy, man, God, Phil Grimes.
I think I've heard of him.
If Phil Grimes is out there, he is the guy. He is the guy that I played poker with for the first time, and he was such a blessing, a dear man. I love him to life. He took care of me. He showed me how to play. I still don't know how to play, but we won.
Yeah, but you won. Would it be safe to say, Coach, you might have been in? I mean, for this Saturday, you're in the game. Of course, you guys are big favorites, but I think you're all in. I think you're all in when you start making it about Mama. You want to start putting my mama coming out your mouth. You never met my mama. Your mama is absolutely just an angel to all. And there's really not a lot of people that's had the opportunity to meet your mom. And when you got an opposing coach doing basically your mama jokes, we got a problem.
That's right.
So anyway,
That's right.
Coach, thank you so much, my man.
Love you, Sponge. Let's keep in touch, man. Like always, man. You always take care of me. You've been taking care of me for years. Even the first time that we can't talk about on air. You've been taking care of it ever since the first time.
We can't even talk about the Plant City stuff. We can't even talk about the stuff.
Oh, none of it.
Be a good time to say goodbye, wasn't it, brother?
Yeah, amen. I love my Sponge, baby.
I love you, Deion. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Take care, Sponge.
Bye-bye,
Love
buddy.
you. Love you later.